What's up everybody? Thank you for tuning in to day 5 of this March Madness video challenge. Today I'm coming at you with a tutorial? Chad, you're at the beach. How's that gonna happen? Well, I brought my laptop with me. It's such a beautiful day out. I just wanted to do my work outside in the fresh air. But that's enough about what we're doing. Now let's start doing it. Okay, so we're here in Premiere Pro and I'm actually editing a post for my socials from the video that I shot yesterday. So the first thing I like to do when I'm editing vertical content is I come over here to the workspace button and I click on that and I come down to vertical, and that's just gonna set up our workspace like it is right now. And I've already gone through my footage and found the clips, and I've even pieced it together for the TikTok so it's ready to go. But now what we wanna do is we wanna add captions to this video to really engage our viewers. So you could go in here and just use your text tool and on each clip, drag it out and say hello and write out what you wanted to say, but that'll take you so long. And honestly, there's new ways that'll just blow your mind. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna delete that because we don't need it anymore. And we're gonna come up here to our sequence tab and we're gonna scroll down to, mine says retranscribe because I've already transcribed this sequence, but it should just say transcribe sequence. So we're gonna click that button right there and it's gonna pull up this menu, and you can adjust this in any way you want. I'm not gonna separate my speakers. This looks like it's ready to go, so I'm gonna hit transcribe. And as you can see over here, it's dictating all those words, and boom, look at that. You have the entire video written out right here. You can even go as far as to click a word and it'll pull you to that part of the video. So I can go over here, boom. It's pretty crazy. But now we want to make some subtitles. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to go to this CC button and we're going to create captions. When you click that, this small pop-up comes up and you can open it up even more by clicking that arrow over by preferences. And now it pulls up all these options. So I always keep it as subtitle default because I just like it like that. You can go in here and adjust it. I've never even done that, so I don't know what they do, but I keep it on the subtitle default, and my format is subtitle. Style is none right now. And then I like to make my minimum duration 2 seconds, and I usually make the maximum length in characters around 32. No gaps, and I like single lines, not double. And all of this is just personal preference. So once you have this the way you want it, you hit create captions. And you can see over here, it creates all our captions here, and then down here in our timeline, it created this subtitle layer where it has all of our captions, and you can see them down here on our screen in our program monitor. Okay, so now that we have all of our captions created, we're just gonna skim through here and make sure all the captions are right. And I would say about 80 to 90% of the time Premiere does a great job with these captions, so you're not gonna have to do much editing to it. And to adjust these, all you gotta do is you can either come and use your text tool and go on each one and just adjust it in the program monitor, or if you come over here to the text tab, you can go to captions and it'll pull up all your captions, and you can just kind of walk through it. Like, she didn't say, why didn't you do that? She said, why did you do that? So I'm just gonna come in here and get rid of that. All right, so I just went through and I have all my captions written out the way that I want them. Now I wanna make them look the way I want them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna double click this first subtitle, and it's gonna pull up this essential graphics menu where you have all these editing parameters. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the text to my favorite font, Bangers, and I'm gonna add a stroke to it, a black one, and a little bit of a shadow. It's already got it. And then I'm gonna come up to these boxes, I'm gonna put it in the center, then I'm gonna scale it up a little bit and then also bring it down a little bit. And you can use these align and transform buttons to put this anywhere you want. These little boxes just act as smart guides and will place it, you know, centered or in the corner or wherever you want it. So for this, I like it in the middle, but I actually like it a little bit lower than the middle, so I'm gonna bring it down to about right there. So that looks good, but you can see if I scroll, none of my other subtitles are like that. So to fix that, I can click back on my first subtitle, and then where you see it says track style, you're gonna click on that little box and hit create style. Now you can see I have 2 styles that I've already created in this project from previous text that I've done, but let's just create a new one and write it tutorial text. And once you've created that track style, it's actually gonna auto apply it to all your captions, and it's also gonna drop that little file into your project file. And we'll talk about that in just a second. So now that we have all of our captions ready, there's still one thing missing. We still have all of our text on this subtitle layer, and we can't really do anything with it. We can't put any effects on it. We can't adjust it in any ways, really. Everything's just kind of set in stone. So to get around this, Premiere just made a brand new feature. We're gonna highlight all of these subtitles. We're gonna come up to the graphics and title tab, and then we're gonna come down to upgrade captions to graphics. And then when you click that, boom, you can see that all of those subtitles are now graphic layers, and we can do whatever we want to them. So why is this important? Because now, let's say we have two people who are talking, and I want this person's text to be white and this person to have a different style text. Well, I could come up to these styles, and I have two saved out in this color already, and I can drop these down and put it onto the text layer, and you can see it changes it to that style. So if you have a bunch of clips that you want to change, you can just highlight them all and drag and drop that on, and it changes them all instantly. Another good thing about having it in this graphics layer is you can now put effects on it. So I have all these text transitions that I've downloaded from Motion Array, and I can just, again, highlight all my clips and then just drag and drop that on. And now you can see.
The hell out. I have no idea what it's like walking behind you right now.
And just like that, all of our graphics are now animated. And then once you've finished all your graphics and you got them the way you want it, you're done. All you gotta do is you gotta come up to export, and then boom, export it in whatever settings you want, and you're good to go. So there you have it, everybody. That is how I edit my short form content and how I put my graphics on everything in Premiere Pro. I know that video is useful for somebody out there, so if you got any use out of it, please drop a comment. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. The best way you can support me is by smashing that subscribe button, and make sure to tune back in tomorrow for day 6 to see what we got going on. It's not gonna be a tutorial, I'll tell you that.